Good morning. My name is Maureen Chung. Welcome to Daily Devotional of December the 27th. The passage is Song of Songs, chapter 7, verse 1 to 9, and the title is Let's Worship, Let's Dance. The lover speaks. How beautiful your sandaled feet, O prince's daughter! Your graceful legs are like jewels, the work of an artist's hands. Your navel is a rounded goblet that never lacks blended wine. Your waist is a mound of wheat encircled by lilies. Your breasts are like two fawns, like twin fawns of a gazelle. Your neck is like an ivory tower. Your eyes are the pools of Heshbon by the gate of Beth Rabbin. Your nose is like the tower of Lebanon looking towards Damascus. Your head crowns you like Mount Carmel. Your hair is like a royal tapestry. The king is held captive by its tresses. How beautiful you are, and how pleasing, my love, with your delights. Your stature is like that of the palm, and your breasts like clusters of fruit. I said, I will climb the palm tree, I will take hold of its fruit. May your breasts be like clusters of grapes on the vine, the fragrance of your breath like apples, and your mouth like the best wine. She says, may the wine go straight to my beloved, flowing gently over lips and teeth. It is a mystery which interpretation is closer to the author's intent in this poem. Marcia Falk, the Hebrew and English scholar, chooses to understand verses 1 to 5 as the chorus from the friends who pleaded for the Shulamite to come back that we may gaze on you. Verse 13a. In response, the Shulamite said, why would you gaze on the Shulamite as on the dance of Mahanaim? Verse 13b. To this, the friends praise her sensuous dance movements in verses 1 to 5. This is one interpretation. The New International Version presents verse 13b and verses 1 to 5 as words from the lover who directly answers the friend's request in verse 13a. It appears that her dance is for him alone to enjoy. The Shulamite dances for her lover, not her friends in the audience. In my previous devotional, I have concluded that it is the wedding dance doubled as the victory dance because the heavenly army of God has joined his earthly army in securing this victory. If God is wooing Israel, his beloved, this is Israel's dance to celebrate God's union with her over their common enemy, nations that do not fear God. If Christ is wooing his beloved church, this is the church's dance to celebrate the bridegroom's victory over his competitors at the wedding banquet of the Lamb. Israel's dance, just like the church's dance, is a form of worship for God and Christ to enjoy. The focus of worship is God Christ, not others. Why do I worship? How do I worship? I worship the lover who has called me his own. While I'm very far from being perfect and beautiful, he has fastened his love on me. He went into battle for me to deliver me from sin and death. He gave up his altogether loveliness, chapter 5, verse 16, to become a man of sorrows and familiar with suffering, Isaiah 53, verse 3. He endured infirmities, afflictions, and wounds for me so that he may win me over as his bride. In his victory, I'm rightfully his alone. I return his love in worship. He is worthy. The next question is how. I allow my entire personhood to be immersed in worship. It is by thinking of him that I worship. It is by yielding to his will that I worship. It is by letting my passion for him simmer and boil in my inner self until I'm overflowing with tears of joy, joyful thanksgiving, that I worship. It is by shouting out and singing aloud to honor him that I worship. It is by praise dancing before him that I worship. I dance for Jesus and I dance with him in worship. Our heartstrings play the same music as I worship. I am not self-conscious as I worship. I don't perform. I just let me be as I worship. I'm truly alive when I worship. That is what the poet describes when the lover sees her sandaled feet, her graceful legs, her rounded hips, her adorned waist, her tender breasts, her ivory neck, her fresh clear eyes, her towering nose, her majestic head, and her royal tapestry-like flowing long hair. Yes, she is dancing, and her moves are fascinating to the king. Dare I say this, as she worships him in the dance, he is in a way worshipping her. Verses 6 to 9 depicts the king being drawn to his bride. He is eager to be intimate with her now. He is aroused by her beauty and her love for him. Marriage is a gift of God to husband and wife. It is exclusionary and sacred. It is consummated in the Holy of Holies. When we truly love each other, we are on holy ground. Let's worship. Let's dance. So friends, fellow worshipers, let's forget ourselves as we worship the one and only God. May God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow. Please like and subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to get new video updates. Thank you.